Lobito. All right, let's get started. I added a few things to the van. I upgraded a lot of stuff. You can see already back there. I have a cargo carrier. I've had this before, but I never showed what it was for. I've never used it before, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what that is used for, what's inside of that, and what's inside of that is different than before. Okay, so let's get on with the video. I decided to get rid of the rug and add this flooring, which is actually like a yoga mat material. It's very soft, spongy, so it's a lot easier to clean, and it looks better, I believe. The only thing is that where it connects, it's like puzzle pieces, so it looks kind of iffy right where the pieces connect, but it's not bad. If one piece gets damaged or whatnot, I could always replace it for another one. Super easy, and I think it looks a lot better this way. With the rug, it was a lot of problems. This would keep getting stuck on it whenever I would take it out, or this, or this. So now it's a little bit better. And I finally got the foot pump installed. As you can see, it has holes on the sides to drill into whatever you want to drill into so it doesn't move. But since I'm going to be using this indoor and outdoor, I decided not to drill into anything. And it already has water. I already tested it out. So all you do is press it. And as you can see, depending how much pressure you want, you press either harder or slower. So you press slow, just get a little bit, but if you press hard, you get a lot of pressure. So you only use the water that you need. You don't use any more. And from here, we can transition to my covers, my window covers. I decided to add this film, which is white, and the reason I did that was because light reflects a lot better. It feels more of an open space. It doesn't feel as closed in, and I had to use less light for it to be brighter in here. I did that on both windows on the sides, and I will do it on the rear view window as well, I believe. Not sure yet. I'm thinking about it. I still have some left, so I gotta decide where I'm gonna use that. And finally added my solar panel, 100-watt solar panel. I drilled it straight into the wood of the roof rack that I built. I didn't drill any holes into the van, so what I did is I ran the cables through here. I made sure I had liquid tape just to cover them, even though they're weatherproof. I just went ahead and did that as well. And I ran them through here behind this protective film right here. And you have to make sure to put the cables behind this, so every time you close it and open it, so it doesn't get caught. As you can see, there's still a lot of play with those cables. They're not tight, they're not getting damaged or anything. So I went with this power bank for the solar panel. This is the solar panel cable right here. All you do is plug it in here, and you can see it turn on. That means that it's fully charged. If it wasn't fully charged, the batteries would be increasing, giving the motion that it's charging. So they recommend for you to unplug it when it's fully charged. That's why I have it unplugged. And this specific unit, you turn on the USB by pressing USB, then it gives the light to the USB. Then this DC over here, if you press it, gives power to DC, as you can see, turns on. And this, I have it plugged in to the back. And oh shit, Lobito, what are you doing here, Lobito? So back to this. This gives me 300 watt, so I could use any appliance or anything that hooks up to the AC. That's 300 watts or lower. And I'm not sure about how much power it stores. I got it for $150. It was on sale, but then I just saw it like last week. It went on sale even more, and it was like about 130. So I was thinking of even getting another one, but I don't have the money to spend on another one, so that's why I got this one. And there we go. That's my power source. And what Levita's trying to say is that I also added a map over here. It's next to my bed, and it's just the national park map. So it has all the national parks in the United States. So my plan is to go from down here in California down here. I'm gonna do some little trips around this area. There's some wind caves, and there's other little state parks or local parks that are down here. I also added a cargo carrier back here. The only thing that I don't like about it is that it has a centerpiece that sticks out, so it's not completely level if I put a big box across it. Besides that, it was alright. It was one of the cheaper ones I found at Amazon. I added these reflector tapes as well. Okay, something else that I added is this mesh cover for protect my van against flies, mosquitoes, and all that stuff while I'm camping. And it's very simple. I just glued some magnets to the top and bottom of it. That way it holds in place. Easy to take off, just like that. And that's where I store the mesh for the mosquitoes, right there. So this is another thing I added, which is an awning, DIY. I know it doesn't look all that. I set it up very quickly. It's not fully set up, but essentially what it is PVC pipes and tension outward and inward. So I added these hooks so you could put some of those poles that you use for tents, which are these right here, in case it's extra windy or you want to do a great setup. You could just throw these through them and it'll work. Standard 6x8. So you need to buy if this one breaks, rips, or whatever, you can buy a new one easily. Walmart, Home Depot, anywhere. So tension is just, this is the outward tension and this is the inward tension, and that's basically what holds it in place. And yeah, I'll probably do a video explaining more into detail about it and doing the full setup, not just the half setup. Usually with my full setup, I add all these things together just so it could be more secure and it doesn't move that much. Right, Lobito? Lobito! Lobito! But anyway, so this is it. This is gonna be for camping or being out in the wild, basically. It's never gonna be used in the city as I'm using right now. This is just for demonstration. I do have this light out here, you might notice, and this light I have there because there's a remote in here which turns it on and off. You can't see because it's too bright outside, but anyway, if you're out camping, you hear noises outside or whatever the reason is, you need to go outside, step outside of your van at night. Usually you want light outside so you can see what's out there, and with the remote you can turn it on and off as you please. So, you know, a remote light, I recommend. It's about 17 bucks, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I'll go into detail of the setup in another video so you guys could see. And there we go. That's how it looks once it's not being used. Everything's folded, and the reason why it bends and folds so easily is because I added stuff like this. But yeah, as I mentioned, I'll go into detail later about all that. So once you compress it, this is everything. The tarp, the cables, the hooks, everything, and the extended piece. So if you wanted to, you could just store everything behind your passenger seat or behind the van, but behind here works well for now, and everything stores there, and that's how it looks not being in use.